Okay, so now we're looking at the distance formula, and we use the distance formula to find the distance between 2 points on a coordinate grid or two ordered pairs on a coordinate grid using our x and y values. Now the distance formula is d equals the square root of x sub 2 minus x sub 1 squared plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 squared. Sounds and looks a lot more complicated than what it is, but what we're actually going to do is just take our x and y values and plug it into that formula and simplify it. So here we go. So what I'm doing right here, I'm just labeling everything x1, y1, and x2, y2. And then I'm simply going to plug my x sub 2 minus x sub 1 into the formula. So my x sub 2 is 12, my x1 is 0, bring down that squared, plus my y sub 2 is 3, and my y sub 1 is 5. Bring down my squared. And from that point, I'm just simplifying the problem. So bringing down my square root sign, 12 minus 0 is of course just 12. So that's 12 squared plus 3 minus 5 is negative 2. Bring down my squared. Simplifying even more, the square root of, so 12 squared is 144, and negative 2 squared is 4. Combining those terms, 144 plus 4 gives me 148. And I'm just taking the square root of that number. And I get 12.2 for my answer. So now we have another set of ordered pairs that we're going to use to find the distance between these 2 points using the distance formula. Little difference, we have 2 negatives in these ordered pairs. So let's try one with these negative numbers. Okay, so again, I'm just labeling x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. And just bringing down my d for distance and the square root symbol that goes over the entire formula. So x sub 2 minus x sub 1 will be negative 2 minus 6. Bring down that squared plus my y sub 2 is 4 minus in my formula. I also have a negative, so I have a double negative there. So 4 minus negative 2 squared. Simplifying even more, negative 2 minus 6 gives me a negative 8, and I bring down that squared, plus I have 4 minus negative 2, so a double negative that will make me add, so that's 4 plus 2, because I have minus a negative, and of course I bring down my squared and bringing down that square root, simplifying negative 8 squared, 64, 4 plus 2 is 6, and 64 plus 36, because I got 6 squared and I got 36, and 64 plus 36 gives me a 100. That is a perfect square, and so I get 10 for my answer.